Guys, it is day 3 in Jodhpur and we are entering the Umaid Bhavan Palace complex after parking our car over here in this madness. And guys, what you're witnessing now is the Royal Umaid Bhavan Palace at Jodhpur. It looks truly magnificent and fantastic. It's functionally divided into 3 areas. The first area is where the royal family of the kings of Jodhpur lives. The second is the hotel, which is managed by the Taj group of hotels. And the third part is the museum inside. Now, I visited the museum because you obviously cannot go inside the royal family place, and the Taj Palace is too expensive. So I visited the museum, and videography is not allowed inside, but I managed to put together a collage of a few photographs which I've taken, and that's what we will presently see. Now, there's this nice little story behind this Umaid Bhavan Palace. It was built in 1929. It started getting constructed in 1929 and finished in 1943. The construction was started in 1929 by Maharaja Umaid Singh of Jodhpur. And there's an interesting story behind it. Apparently, there was a saint who cursed the city of Jodhpur, saying that it will see a series of famines and droughts. And indeed, in 1920s, for consecutive 3 years, there were a series of droughts which hit the Jodhpur city. And the farmers, which were worst stricken by the series of famines and droughts, they went to the Maharaja Umaid Singh and plead to him that he should do something so that they can earn their livelihood and they could eat something and not die of hunger. So Maharaja Umaid Singh, as a sort of a public investment, started the construction of this beautiful Umaid Bhavan Palace so that those drought and famine stricken farmers and the poor people could get some employment. So it was constructed over the course of 1929 to 1943. I believe it was Henry Vaughan Lanchester who was the architect of this Umaid Bhavan, and Henry Vaughan Lanchester was a compatriot of Edwin Lutyens, who was known for his beautiful architecture of the Delhi government complex. So he was hired for the construction. He's clearly done a magnificent job. So here you are at the Umaid Bhavan Palace with its wonderful, glorious history. At the moment, the royal family lives here actually, and there's a flag out here, and if the flag is waving, it means the king is inside, and if the flag is down, it means the king is not there. And the current king, King Gaj Singh, lives here, and he is 75 years old. Fantastic visiting this place. If you come to Jodhpur, you simply cannot miss visiting this wonderful, legendary, majestic Umaid Bhavan Palace. So guys, we're about to embark on the Blue City Heritage Tour, but we're feeling hungry before reaching the starting point, which is the fort itself, and therefore we came to a random restaurant and ordered this dal pakwan, which apparently is quite famous in Jodhpur. They serve it with this dal, and there's some kind of a thick papad on top of which they've put some onions and some kind of chutneys and that kind of thing. Looks fabulous. I'm now gonna eat it and and see how it goes. So I'm going to pour my dal, which seems like an arhar dal, on top of this papad. The whole dish is called pakwan apparently, and I'm gonna break this papad in, which is very crispy. Take some onions and some chilies which are on top of it. Use my hands liberally, pour it and take a dab of dal with it, and then go for it. It's some kind of a thing between a chaat and a meal, right? It's a mini chaat and it's a mini meal as well. But I'm liking the taste, sweet sour taste with crunchy onions, tomatoes, with some chilies out here. I think this dal pakwan is really good. You must have it. You must try it once. Cheers, guys. I'm gonna go commando on this now, but offline. So, guys, we are going to start our heritage walk through the alleys and bylanes of Jodhpur, and I think it's going to be wonderful. So, to start the walk, we met our guide, Mr. Mool Singh, who's walking along with us. Without a guide, apparently, it's just impossible to navigate your way through the bylanes. So, we had to come to the Mehrangarh Fort all over again. And this time, of course, we didn't have to take any ticket. And then we are climbing down the Mehrangarh Fort through all its gates and the walls and so on, which used to protect it from all the enemies. And once we go down, then the Heritage City walk would start. So, guys, we have just come out of the last gate of the Mehrangarh Fort, after which the city would begin. But worth mentioning that you can see the spikes on this gate of this fort. And the spikes were used to repel the elephants, because when the elephants used to be used to attack the fort, elephants used to push their head against these heavy doors to force open the doors. But with the help of these spikes, the elephants could not do so, and therefore the enemy could not possibly enter the gates of the Mehrangarh Fort. But here we are. Now we are entering the city, and was really looking forward to it. So here the city walk would start now. And let's see what our guide has in store for us. There is Mr. Mool Singh standing proudly over here, and he's an army man apparently. So here we go.
200, 300, 4 years, 500 years ago.
So guide is telling us these houses out here are more than 200, 300, 400, even 500 years old, and they're painted blue, and that's why it's called the Blue City. We'll presently find out why they are painted blue. So we are now entering the area of Panchetia Hill, and it's really bylanes and alleys, very narrow. You can certainly not bring your car over here unless you want to wreck it. It's simply not possible. Even two-wheelers are a challenge, and it's impossible to navigate these alleys and bylanes without a guide. So it's a fantastic journey through all these narrow lanes of Jodhpur.
Parking is only on the road.
All this parking is done on the road. That's a modern technology with the old style architecture. And we frequently find these alleys dotted with these temples. There's so many of them. And some respectable people actually live here. For example, here is the house of, apparently a doctor. He's an MBA. So there is Bhupendra Bisa MBA, and there's Sunil Dutt Bisa, and then they have this nice little scooter, it seems Bajaj. That itself is quite a relic, isn't it?
And these are all the sandstone.
So here is how the sandstones are put together. In fact, we are lucky to see an artisan working over here, and he is layering these sandstones brick by brick on top of each other, and that's how they finally look like. So, he's actually a mason who's building the wall. Fantastic. So there you go. It's such a narrow road over here, but it's fun walking. And again, you see these blue houses, and the reason for the blue houses is number one, so that it's pleasing to the eyes, cool to the eyes, because it's a very hot place out here. And then, of course, it also repels heat much better. And then the whitewash which is done also lasts longer when it is mixed with meal. And that's why houses are painted blue over here by tradition. And now we come to a crossroad. So for example, you can go this side or you can go that side, and you can get lost forever. However, we are lucky that we have Mr. Mool Singh with us, who's navigating us through these lanes. So we'll never get lost. Let's go. Yeah, there's a hand pump. I wonder if it's still operational. Probably not operational at the moment. But, we used to have one in our school as well, because everybody used to be thirsty, and it was a lot of fun pumping the water out of the ground. We continue through our bylanes. There's a unique smell as well out here, which is not exactly a foul smell, but a smell which is only present somehow in these bylanes. Some kind of a sondhi smell. Yet again another temple. So you see that in this temple over here, there are stands for the lighting the diyas. So you can keep one diya out here, another diya out here, a lamp, and that serves as a guiding light for the alley, which is going right opposite to this temple. Fantastic. And real people live out here. Look at this little girl who's probably coming back from the school, and the youngsters sitting over here, clearly teenagers, must be discussing politics. So it's good fun coming to this place. So here we have actually a resident of this old city of Jodhpur, in which we are roaming around as a heritage walk. So why don't you introduce yourself? आप अपना प्लीज इंट्रोडक्शन दीजिए.
मेरा नाम अश्विनी जोशी और मैं यहीं मतलब रहने का हूँ. पच्ची टेल रहता हूँ मैं इधर ही.
ओके. एंड यहाँ पर लोग हेरिटेज वॉक के लिए आते हैं.
बिल्कुल.
और बहुत सारे टूरिस्ट आते होंगे, जैसे मिस्टर मूल सिंह हमें लेके आए हैं यहाँ पर. और सो वी आर थैंकफुल टू यू टू मेंटेन द हेरिटेज. आपने यहाँ पर इतना सब कुछ मेंटेन किया हुआ है. लेकिन आप यहाँ रहते हैं, तो आपको कैसा महसूस होता है कि जहाँ लोग टूरिज्म के लिए आते हैं वहाँ रहते हैं?
बिल्कुल. हमारे लिए तो एक बहुत प्राउड फील है कि मतलब हमारे लिए मतलब लोग बाहर से, मतलब पहले इतना नहीं था, अब बहुत ज़्यादा इतना हो गया है कि मतलब टूरिस्ट यहाँ पे बाहर से चल के यहाँ खुद आते हैं. तो उसके लिए तो बहुत अच्छी बात है. और सरकार का भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कि इन्होंने अभी इतना अच्छा ऊपर पेंटिंग वगैरह करवाया है. तो उसके लिए थैंक यू. और आपका भी बहुत बहुत थैंक यू कि आप इतना समय निकाल के जोधपुर के लिए आप आए हुए हैं.
और कुछ यहाँ की डेली लाइफस्टाइल के बारे में बताएंगे? क्या यहाँ इंटरनेट आता है?
बिल्कुल. ऐसी कुछ कोई भी मतलब कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है इधर की. मतलब इस चीज़ में छोटी मोटी फुल मतलब आपको एन्जॉयमेंट और ये सब चीज़ें आपको फुल मिलेगी. इतना यहाँ पे कोई ऐसी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
और ज़्यादातर लोग यहाँ पे जॉइंट फैमिली में रहते हैं.
सब जॉइंट फैमिली में रहते हैं. और यहाँ की एक सबसे बड़ी ख़ास बात यह है कि मतलब बाहर के जहाँ मतलब आप जहाँ कहीं पे भी रहते होंगे, आस पास के जो मतलब पास में कोई किसी का घर और पास वाले लोग भी नहीं जानते होंगे कि भाई कौन रहता है. और यहाँ पे सब फैमिली है. यहाँ पे अगर किसी के घर पे भी कुछ हो जाए तो मतलब सबके लिए वो प्रॉब्लम है कि मतलब इनके घर पे कुछ हुई है तो हमारे लिए भी एक प्रॉब्लम है. 24 आवर सब लड़के जो भी हम फ्रेंड्स हैं सब एक मिलके हम सब काम करते हैं. अगर किसी के घर पे कोई इमरजेंसी हो गई तो हम सब मिलके उनको हॉस्पिटल कुछ भी ऐसा कुछ करना हो तो हम सब एक साथ मिलके काम करते हैं.
तो अभी आप यहाँ बैठे हुए थे अपने फ्रेंड के साथ, क्या डिस्कशन चल रहा था आपका?
यही ऐसे कोई छोटी मोटी कोई बातें चलती रहती हैं.
आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद हमसे बातें करने के लिए.
थैंक यू.
Thanks a lot. And the cute little dogs out here along probably with their mom, and they're also having fun over here. Lovely scenes. We continue with our journey into these lanes.
Again, on the corner is a temple.
Yet again another temple, Sankat Mochan Hanuman Ji ka mandir. And a series of blue houses up front. It's fascinating to be here. And it's extraordinary how the electricity is supplied over here. There's an intricate mesh of wires. And, once it stops working, it must be very tough for the electricity department. There's yet another temple out here. Oh, this is actually a wonderful house. Not a temple, but look at the place. There's so many nice little intricate paintings out here. I mistook it for a temple, but it's not a temple. It's actually a house where Mr. Purushottam, who is a deputy registrar of the Rajasthan High Court. Wow, so big people live here. That's nice. Currently it's locked, otherwise we might have knocked at the door and probably had a look inside as well some other time. So during the rainy season, they still light the lamps, no less, and they house it over here, for which they have made this enclosure outside the house. Very religious people, very blue people. As I say, blue, God bless you. And this seems like a small shop where you can get some chai. Not only chai, you can get shai. So chai, and there's poha and Maggi and all kinds of Maggis and upma as well. So people are living a good life out here. They're living in the blue houses, they're having the temples, and they're having all these snacks. We carry on. And now these lanes, you could go over that side or you could climb up these stairs. We are choosing to climb these stairs because Mr. Mool Singh says so. So they're going towards the Panchetia Hills now, that's the way to it. And there's a pipe coming downstairs and somebody has made a carving of a horse out here. And here is a beautiful panoramic view of the whole Jodhpur city. As you can see, there's so many blue houses out here, and that's why it's called the Blue City. And Mr. Mool Singh, our guide, is telling us that the sun is setting in the west, and this is a view which you get because everything is lit up in the sunlight. And this is not possible in the morning, and that's why he suggested to us that you should take the heritage walk in the evening time around 4:30. And this is a view of the fort from the Panchetia Hills, because we are at the Panchetia Hills now, where all these lovely women, as the murals on the wall, are welcoming everyone with their celebrations. It's a wonderful feeling coming over here. You must come over here as a heritage to take this heritage city walk along with the guides. Don't come here without a guide. It's easy to get lost and you won't get anything significant as the finer points of the walk. Do come over to Jodhpur and then do come over for the heritage city walk. And this is yet another view of the beautiful Jodhpur city from the other side of the Panchetia Hills. In fact, I do see that there are some foreigners out here who have also shown interest, and there's a guide nicely explaining to them in English. So India is making progress. That's how we export services. Look at this guide. He's speaking in English, fluent English, and is exporting this beautiful service to these foreigners. And even the Umaid Bhavan Palace is visible from out here. Let's take a closer view of that.
Sunset time is many people coming there. Look,
Looks beautiful from a distance, and it's not without reason that it is called the Taj Mahal of Jodhpur. And these are not figurines, they are actually langurs sitting over here. But they're very friendly, they don't snatch your specs like at other places. They're quite docile out here and having a nice time along with all of us. So here we have a foreign tourist with us.
Hi.
And it's quite amazing. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Carolina.
Carolina.
Yes,
Carolina, it's extraordinary that you are. Which country are you from?
I'm from Poland.
Oh, you're from Poland.
Yes.
Wow. So you have come all the way to Jodhpur of all places in India, and within Jodhpur, you're doing this heritage walk, which a lot of Indians miss out on. Why did you come here?
Oh, I heard about this place and I read about this place, and thanks my new friend from here. He is outside.
over there.
Okay, yeah.
He showed us. He's from Jodhpur and he met us. I think 1 hour ago, and give us his time and show us the old city old blue city. Thank you.
Very good, Carolina. So are you traveling alone?
No, I'm traveling with my family. I'm on
Where is
holiday.
your family? Let them join over here.
Enjoy. That's my daughter and my husband.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Oh, your daughter is very cute, Carolina.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So I won't take much of your time. Have a nice time in India. I hope India is nice to you. And I'm sure you're visiting other cities as well. So have a gala time.
Thank you very much. I think India is people, there are incredible people, and that is what is for us surprising, that the people here make that country. That is incredible, really.
Thanks a lot, Carolina, for talking to us.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So here we have yet another very beautiful lady. I don't know from which country. So why don't you introduce yourself, ma'am?
Hi, so my name is Luda. I'm from Ukraine.
Ah, from Ukraine.
Yeah.
So you have dodged all the missiles and the bombs, and you have come to India to have a little bit of a mini vacation, is it?
Well, not really, because I've been Ukrainian national, but I don't live in Ukraine since 2014. But indeed, my family is still there, and the war is still going on. So not personal impact on me, but a huge impact on the family and on my country. Yeah.
So wish you and wish them all the best.
Thank you.
You've chosen to come to Jodhpur out here, which is also called the Blue City, and you have also decided to come on this heritage walk.
Yes.
Why have you come over here?
Well, first of all, because I was really interested in India. I read a book called The Shortest History of India, and there is a lot about Rajasthan, and I wanted to see it by myself, actually. So that's the reason why we're here.
Wonderful. And how's the city been treating you so far?
Oh, it's amazing. So first of all, I really appreciate the people and I love the food and everyone is so very friendly and especially I like the dogs. So I'm quite happy here. Yeah.
Excellent. Wish you a pleasant time over here in Jodhpur and elsewhere wherever you are planning to go. Thanks a lot for talking to us.
Thank you very much. Have a great day too.
And look at the houses built with the natural rock out here. It's literally a chattan out here. And we carry on into these obscure by lanes and alleys of the blue city. And indeed all the houses are painted blue. So it's just not a myth, it's a reality. And now we are really going through a very narrow road. It's almost precarious, but that's wonderful. It would have been impossible to navigate this labyrinth inside the blue city had it not been for our guide. But it's fun. There are langurs, there are dogs barking, there's cute little scooties, nice little houses, people living over here, the mesh of wires. Life is vibrant in the blue city, Jodhpur. Look at this beautiful door of this very old house. Very traditional, very artistic. Reminds me of Gangor. And if you want to get your Aadhaar card done, you have indeed a Manju Bala e-Mitra out here as well. Fantastic. And people have converted their houses and havelis into homestays as well. You can see this beautiful Singhvi Haveli, and the doors are closed, but I can get a sense that must be quite pretty from inside with its lovely windows overlooking the bylanes of the blue city. So you actually see a functioning well out here. You know, you see there's a well out here and there are pulleys using which you actually dunk the bucket inside the well, and then you pull the bucket through the pulleys, and then you can actually take the water out. And you have the ladies who are actually doing it inside the blue city. They're actually using this well to pull the water out of the well. And I've tasted the water from the well. It tastes a little hard, but the taste is unique. And I suppose it's healthy as well. So kudos to the lady for doing all the hard work and filling up these water bottles with the water from the well. And this is the temple of Lord Krishna. And those who are very old and senior citizens and cannot actually, go down this temple, they can actually peep from this small hole out here. And I'll try to show you the glimpse. If you actually peep through this hole, which I'm doing right now, you actually get the darshan of none other than Lord Krishna. Wonderful. And we are once again in the core network of the old city of Jodhpur. And there are a series of blue houses out here. And we are proceeding towards the house of a lady who has been approved by the government of Rajasthan to actually take the people inside her house and get a view of the city. And this lady's husband was also a guide, but he is no more. And we're now climbing that house which I was talking about. And there's a mustached man, we'll take photograph from him. So this is this nice little house, traditional house of the lady who has been approved by the Rajasthan government. And there she is. She's greeting all of us. She's got a nice little kitchen and a traditional living room. Very humble house. But she's got a heart of gold.
300-year-old. This is from 17th century? Yeah.
This is from the 17th century, apparently, this house. So it's almost a relic. And we are lucky to have put our footsteps in this glorious house from ancient times. We have climbed a fleet of stairs, but that's not sufficient. Look at the moon over here. And our guide is telling us that you have to climb another fleet of stairs. And these stairs are no ordinary stairs. These stairs, if that was such a word in the English language. And here I come to the terrace of this house, marching with the glory and the pride of Jodhpur. Last step. Now there's another fleet of stairs. Oh my God, I've had my cardio today. And all that climbing has been worth it, because look at this beautiful view with the walls of the Mehrangarh Fort or the Panchetia Hills, and there is nearly full moon in the background, And we are on top of the terrace of the lady approved by the Rajasthan government in this old city of Jodhpur. And look at this panoramic view of this beautiful city with these blue houses and the sun setting in the west. Looks glorious, doesn't it? And we get all the view of the beautiful city of Jodhpur, where we are sitting peacefully and enjoying the view, and it takes your breath away. This is an entirely different world. And I'm lost for words, but suffice to conclude that perhaps even the foreigners know the value of our own places better than most of us. For how many of us actually have come over here? Ask this question in your heart, and you will get the answer. My message for all of you: leave aside those beachside and exotic vacations, perhaps in foreign countries. Visit your own country. Know about your own country. Know about the blue city of Jodhpur. We're going to talk a little bit to the lady. मैडम, आप अपना परिचय देंगे, अपना नाम बताइए।
मेरा नाम चंद्रकला पुरोहित है। ये जो हाउस है ये 17th सेंचुरी का है, महाराजा अजीत सिंह के टाइम का, और हम 9th जनरेशन है।
अच्छा, और कुछ दर्शकों के लिए कुछ मैसेज आपका, कुछ कहना चाहेंगी सभी से?
यहाँ पे जो भी आते हैं एकदम जैसे फैमिलियर होते हैं वैसे हो जाते हैं, नहीं लगता है कि कोई अजनबी आया है। यहाँ पे मेल मिलाप अच्छा रहता है सबके साथ।
बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने, हमें भी कुछ ऐसा ही प्रतीत हो रहा है,
घर की तरह फीलिंग होता है।
बिल्कुल। और बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद हमसे बात करने का।
थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू। So kudos to this man who has made us visit, and he told us all the secrets of the Mehrangarh Fort, and he's finally brought us over here on the Heritage City Walk Tour, and without him it was impossible. So here we present to you Mr. Mool Singh. Kudos to you, Mr. Mool Singh. अपना इंट्रोडक्शन एक बार फिर से दीजिए हमें।
नमस्कार, मेरा नाम मूल सिंह है। मैं राजस्थान टूरिज्म डिपार्टमेंट से अप्रूव्ड गाइड हूं, और हम लोग यहाँ पे जोधपुर की लोकल साइट सीइंग वगैरह करवाते हैं, जिसमें जोधपुर के 3 मोनूमेंट्स है जो बहुत फेमस है, जिसमें सबसे बेस्ट अगर आप इंडिया में कोई देख सकते हैं तो जोधपुर का मेहरानगढ़ फोर्ट, जो आप यहाँ से देख रहे हैं कितना खूबसूरत जो इसका व्यू आ रहा है। और अभी हम जो लोग हैं हम ब्लू सिटी साइड से जोधपुर के मेहरानगढ़ का फोर्ट का जो व्यू देख रहे हैं। और जो जोधपुर में जो टूरिस्ट आते हैं वो सबसे ज़्यादा हमारे पसंद करने वाली जो चीज़ सबसे मेहरानगढ़ फोर्ट है, और उसके बाद में बहुत सारे फॉरेनर टूरिस्ट एंड इंडियन टूरिस्ट जो है वो ब्लू सिटी विजिट करना चाहते हैं, क्योंकि ऑल ओवर इंडिया के अंदर जो ब्लू सिटी है वो एक थोड़ा सा अलग ही व्यू आता है, जहाँ पे आपको ऐसा लगता है जैसे हम कहाँ पे खड़े हैं। मतलब एक लुक्स लाइक ए सो ब्यूटीफुल ब्लू हाउसेस, एंड इट्स अ वेरी डिफरेंट देन अदर सिटीज़। और हमारे यहाँ पे जोधपुर में बहुत सारे जो घर है जिनके जो ब्लू पेंट करते हैं। नॉर्मली जोधपुर के आसपास बहुत सारे लाइम माइनिंग है जहाँ से लाइम निकलता है, और लोग जब घर का पेंट करते हैं तो लाइम का यूज़ करते हैं, और जब पेंट करते हैं तो उसके अंदर नील डाल देते हैं, जिससे क्या होता है उसकी वाइट वॉश की जो लाइफ है वो बढ़ जाती है, और आँखों के ऊपर भी ज़्यादा प्रेशर नहीं बढ़ता है। इसलिए ज़्यादातर जो लोग हैं यहाँ पे नीला करते हैं। और यहाँ पे जितने भी जो लोग रह रहे हैं वो सब जॉइंट फैमिली में रहते हैं, बहुत अच्छे से मिलजुल के रहते हैं, और बहुत अच्छा यहाँ पे रहने के लिए बहुत सुकून फील होता है।
So thank you, Mr. Mool Singh, for talking to us.
Thank you, sir.
So that finally marks the end of our Blue City walk. It has been a wonderful ride. I would recommend to everybody who comes to Jodhpur to by all means visit all the other famous places, but do come over for the Blue City walk with a guide. So after the Blue City tour, we have taken an auto and we are going towards the Turji ka Jhalra, which is I suppose some kind of a small water body, and it's historic in nature. We'll presently find out. This is another glimpse of the Turji ka Jhalra. It's actually groundwater, not just rainwater. And there were facilities out here. During the summers, the king and the queens used to come over here sometimes, and they would stay over here. And of course, there's a very ancient water body constructed by the kings of Jodhpur for the general welfare of the public. Fantastic ambience to this place. And there's some women out here who have dressed up traditionally out here for the occasion and are getting their photographs clicked. Everybody is having fun at Jodhpur, at Tulji ka Jhalra. And Tulji ka Jhalra is also called in English as a stepwell, and therefore this entire place is called Stepwell Square. I much prefer Tulji ka Jhalra. So guys, we are back at our home base in this lovely Villa Florence, and it's a nice little evening. The moon is out there and we're enjoying our lovely bonfire. It's been a nice stay at Jodhpur. We visited the Umaid Bhavan Palace and then we went out for a heritage walk of the Blue City. And this was our last day at Jodhpur, really, effectively. We're still staying overnight tonight. And tomorrow, we're going to drive towards the Ranthambore National Park. It's going to be a long ride. It's 8 to 9 hours from here. We'll start early in the morning. So see you now at Ranthambore.